Yo! Welcome to CreepyPod. This is your host, Rezbir, aka, no, Rasmus, aka Rezbir, and Bill slash ThatNinjaThere back with a completely new video for you all.
Yeah. Right.
For
Sure.
for, for anyone who wants to, please go check out our Patreon if you want to see full-length movie reactions that we cannot upload on YouTube. That would be very nice, and we appreciate if you could subscribe to the Patreon so it gets more
And
attraction.
Black Phone should still be coming.
Yep.
We just had technical difficulties. We don't know if maybe the heat's affecting my signal or if his computer is messing up. It's hot.
It's
So
I have a fan right here. I'm fine.
I live in an oven and I've been out all day, so my AC has not been running, and I do feel bad for my cat. I wish I had left it on, but
Maybe
I wasn't expecting it to get this hot.
no,
This
not
quick.
me neither. I maybe should have cleaned up a little bit. Now it's a bunch of dishes here, and a
Oh, you have
pizza
no
carton.
idea. You have no idea the mess I have hidden just beyond the edge of this camera.
Oh,
I am very careful with my camera angles. I am a despicable, disgusting human being. I need to clean up desperately.
well, I kinda need to too, but yeah. As usual, we have a bunch of questions to answer. But before we do that, what are we doing today?
My dog was lost for 3 days. What came back wasn't my dog.
Yeah. Have you ever lost a
I mean, this
dog?
kind of hit not a dog, but a cat. Like, she was gone for almost 3 days, and she did come back, but it was a rough 3 days.
I have I have a very short story I would like to tell that is very fucking similar to this creepypasta that actually happened to me in real life. Which when I read this creepypasta for the first time, I have newsflash, I've read this before. You probably haven't.
Of course not.
Anyways, so I can't really tell it now because it would kinda defeat the whole point of reading the whole story.
Spoilers.
So yeah, exactly. So I will save it until later if I still have it. But when I read this story the first time, it got me going, what the fuck? And it's fucking crazy. Anyways, let's jump into questions. Do you think CreepyPod has changed the way you and Bill communicate with each other outside of recording? Of course. I guess.
I mean, yeah. I guess some of our communication has got more business casual because they're like, hey, yo, we got a recording scheduled for X day. We need to get it done. Backlog's getting a little short, so we got to get a couple of videos we have to get a couple of videos recorded, otherwise we're gonna be on our heels. So like, we do have a little bit more business talk.
Yeah.
Uh,
I guess in the beginning I didn't even know who this guy was. The first time I had a chat with him, he was at a live stream we had for 100 subscribers for this channel. Some of you guys may not recall, so I will quickly say it. That's how we met, through that call, because Tom, our old, I don't know what you call it, a person who goes through and finds actors and shit and like hires people for the channel. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, he worked as one of those, and he had found. Sounded like someone tried to open my door. So he had found Bill here. He he for the first time ever didn't ask us what we thought about it. He just this quickly brought him into everything, and we already had planned with Ivan Kaskinde and Timo Konski to do the live stream, and then Tom pushed us to take you with us. I was a little hesitant at first. I've never said that before because I didn't know who you were. He hadn't even told me about you before. but he just threw you into it and said, you're gonna need this guy, I promise you. It's like, okay. And now I'm sitting here having a fucking podcast channel with him.
I just had that flair. Like, yeah, no, I did one narration, the rake, while he was attached, and he just said, "Yeah, no, you blew it out of the water. This is the guy you need. This is the replacement voice for the whoever was walking away." And
Yeah.
then the whole thing kind of dissolved, and I'm like, "Aw." And then you called out to me and said, "Hey, you want to do this project with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
I mean, when the fuck did we? When was the live stream? I think it was October last year. No, wait.
I am nearing.
No, it couldn't have been because the channel had ended already then, or the trivia podcast production had.
I'm
And
nearing 40 years old, and I smoke a lot of weed, so I have no idea. I don't keep up with dates very
at
well.
least April 2025.
That's about right.
I think that's when Tom found you, because I know
I know.
I know we recorded that 100 subscriber video before the last series took place.
Yeah, and I was in a chaotic moment in my life, and this was just something for me to latch onto. That was just kind of a crazy Hail Mary attempt to do something outside the norm of what I was doing. I was actually applying to paid voice actor roles on Casting Call, and that was coming fruitless. But you were initially just practice for me of doing voice acting until I got a paid gig, and I've effectively stopped trying that, and this is the only real voice acting thing I'm doing right now. Once work slows down, winter hits, I might try and start branching out again. It's just been too hot to really do anything, and to improve my sound quality, I had to get myself into a closet with all kinds of padding, and it's just too hot for that.
Yeah, anyways, that's how we met, and I guess we have gotten better and better communication, and if it wasn't for Tom, this guy would have never been here. So praise that.
Yeah, thank you, Tom, wherever you are.
Thank you, Tom. He is having a great time, actually. I had a conversation with him yesterday before we started recording. Just wanted to say he's doing fine. It's fun to hear from the old crew. Jonathan was there as well. I hadn't heard from him since the channel ended. Fun to see guys. Fun to see the guys having their lives floating through quickly. Damn, I'm losing my words today.
You're good. I am shedding water by the bucket over here.
What's something you've both been through during the time you've had CreepyPod that you think made your friendship stronger?
Well, to be honest, we're on opposite ends of the world, so we haven't really had a chance to experience any hardships together, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I agree.
But I don't know. Like, I guess the fact that we do take the time, because we're again on the opposite ends of the world, so time is very difficult. You're in the middle of the night. I'm in the middle of the day. Sometimes you got shit to get that needs to be done during the.
It's 10 a.m. right now, so no 10 p.m.
Only 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yeah, we usually record at 8 p.m. this time.
Oh, I had your time zone way off. But I thought you were.
But we usually record until nighttime, like 2 a.m. So I usually end up in the middle of the night.
That's fair. Okay, so you still end up in the middle. I thought we started in the middle of the night. Okay, but
our usual time, like 2 hours ago. What time is that for you?
About 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So yeah, no, worst, like, it's in the middle of the day for me, middle of the night for almost in the middle of the night. We end up in the middle of the night for you. So you're trying to get to bed. I'm trying to get shit done that before places close. It's also when the day gets the hottest. So it's just like the time is probably the biggest hardship we have, because it's a son of a bitch.
But to answer your question, pretty clear. Nah, we haven't really gone through anything yet. We haven't even ever met. For people who didn't know that. We are, like, as I said, in different parts of the world, but we have talked about if we grow enough and largely Oh my gosh, what is happening? If we grow enough and get large enough, we might end up doing IRL stuff.
It would be cool
It
if we
would be
could
cool.
get some kind of travel budget going on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Imagine just getting budgets on our videos. That would be
Which, to be
fucking awesome.
fair, I don't want to put a jinx on it, so knock on wood. But old man talk here. I got my first order on investing in gold, so I might have my first true physical asset beyond my land that I might be able to extract value on in a roundabout way. So, old man might be able to fund some of this out of his pocket, and the fans can just enjoy us doing our thing.
Hmm.
But that's if everything works. That's if all plans work perfectly. And if you want to make God laugh, you tell him your plans. So, uh, but hopefully, old man here might have actually done something quasi smart that might have allowed him to expand a little bit in the pocket. So,
We probably should hurry up before this whole video becomes a Q&A. But
again,
again, is there a side of yourself that you feel you can only really show when you're together on CreepyPod? Ooh, interesting.
You know what? My movie nerdness, my story crafting ability, like my story breakdown, like it's only my really close friends get to see me with stuff like that because only my close friends sit down and watch stuff with me. So
CreepyPod.
you get to see a side of me and you get to catch it on camera that not very many people.
That's fucking crazy.
So yeah, no, you get to catch. You actually get to catch the rare side of me on camera, instead of the part of me that I'm usually projecting. So
Well, I would like to imply also, as we said in the yesterday's video, it was probably weeks ago we did that, but but the video we made, the little clickbait video named "Will We End CreepyPod" that we uploaded with a bunch of questions and shit. I started talking about the personas we put on for the CreepyPod episodes. It's not like we're not ourselves when we record, but we always put on a little part of a
it's
persona.
closer to a customer service voice or a customer service type thing. Like we have kind of a job to do here to present these videos. But we also, these are things that we're breaking down. We're applying our experiences and our storycraft knowledge to. So.
Oh yeah, of course. I like if I laugh, it's not fake. If that's how you guys think, but like, but like,
Exactly.
but you,
I do not
the
give a
question
shit
was
about
like, if there's any side that you only can show in CreepyPod, and I guess I don't really use the persona that I use here anywhere else really. The little part of the persona that I use. Usually I am 100% genuine yet again, but there's always a little part of me that I put on just for this show, and that part I usually don't show for anyone else. So that's fun.
Yeah.
If CreepyPod suddenly became extremely successful tomorrow, what part of your lives would you be most afraid of losing? Hey, what? I love these questions.
That's a good one.
I don't
know
think
what?
I would be scared to lose anything, but I think I would be very. It's like it has been a dream for me since I was 5 to actually go viral on something. I've done YouTube since 2018. I've pushed and pushed and pushed out videos and many different channels, many different themes, many different crews, many different storytellers. I've had, if I can count since Creepypasta Radio ended, I've had like 3 crews. One for Rezbir, the old channel that got deleted. I don't think I've told any one of you guys about this. I had a channel back in the days, my main channel, that's was about to reach 1,000 subscribers that got deleted because I was stupid and inexperienced and did stupid shit on that channel, so YouTube deleted it. Anyways, I had a crew on that channel. It was a pretty small crew though. It was me and some friends. I would call it a crew. Creepypasta Radio came around. There I managed to get 30 people working for me. 20 of those followed to Rezbir Creepypasta in the beginning, and then I got 20 others. And that's the parts and point where after 1 year with that crew, it started getting very fucking hard. 40 people working weekly with videos for a year. That was more than any of us really could handle. So first off, to make it easier, I quit being the narrator and let others do that. So I would have more free time to help behind the scenes. And then it just became too much, and Trivia Podcast production ended. And now, behind the crew, behind the scenes, is my newest crew. It's of the only remaining guy from the latest crew from Trivia Podcast production that is still here. Is Alexander Floster. Very happy to still have him here. And you, of course, and Andre. So we really cut from like 40 people to down to 4. So that has been very. What was the question? Anyways.
What part of your life would you be afraid of losing? Which
Oh
I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
might be.
I lost myself,
think
but
the
I was
answer-
about to say like I think I would get more scared of becoming successful than leaving something behind, because like knowing that your dream finally comes true that you've had so long, and just that it floats so quickly by, and that you don't have to really push anymore to get an audience. I think that would be so fucking scary in my eyes. Even though I would love it, of course. Even though I would love it.
Like you just got a little overwhelmed, too big for your britches at the time. At least you were wise enough to step back and try again. But my answer is really just simply losing out on some of my maybe privacy or secrecy, because I like being able to be my little gremlin in the corner and just kind of venture out into the spotlight here and now, every now and then. Because, like I stated, I am very careful with my camera angles, so you don't see the actual mess around me. I really need to clean up. But it's so yeah, no. But also it'd be good for me to get kind of drug into this sunlight a little bit. So uh, eh, I guess I'd just be afraid of any change in general in my general in life. But hey, success is good. So bring it on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So like, I got really carried away there. Sorry for that. If creepy. Oh, the same question. Years from now, when you look back at CreepyPod, what do you hope you'll remember about each other? Not the views, episodes of subscribers, but the two of you. Uh, if we talk about out of the, we have had similar questions before, like if CreepyPod would end, what memories would we think back at first if we got reminded of this series? But if we think about each other, yes, the two hosts, what would you look back at the other if you got reminded?
It'd just be missing out on contacting my homie from the other side of the globe.
Losing the William stories.
Those I could do well, but
Oh yeah, what happened with that? I was about to do William stories each video. Okay, that is gone forever. Anyways, yeah,
you
I
useful ADD.
I uh, I would probably think back at just the conversations we have in between recordings. If we say, if I can't say like anything around the CreepyPod recordings or the uploads or anything, I would say the most thing I would remember is the chats we have in between, because that's very interesting. When we start before recording, in the middle if we do more parts, and in the ending, there's such a crucial difference in our demeanor. I think that's really really fun. That the second I say, okay, go, like we just click in. We go from like, yo, hello, yeah, this is the script for today. We do this shit and then we go over. Okay, I record now. Welcome back to Creepy. And it just goes from that.
Yeah, there's also those moments when we're talking about actual life and shit, like what's going on in the background. And then we snap into character, which unfortunately I'm gonna be a little out of character because it's
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's interesting. So that's actually something I would remember in a long time, in the future. Just how fun it looks and how fun I feel, going from like my regular tired self to just popping into like the energy, because that is kind of hard to do. This I've heard it from many people before. Just how the fuck do you just get so much energy this quickly? And I'm like, ADHD?
But not in the mask.
I mean, it works for our characters. Silent and something guy. I lost words again.
Stoic.
And okay, fuck this. Let's just go into the story. Okay, finally.
Swedish man having trouble with the language. I don't even know what the fuck that would be.
Should I do a Russian accent again?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I've recovered from my last attempt at doing a voice the entire fucking time.
I can do this kind of conversation.
I mean, if you want, I'm gonna go
I cannot do. Or I can do a Finnish accent, like wait, how does it go? Jag är ifrån Finland. Låt oss köra lite engelska grejer nu. Sätt dig ner och börja prata nu, Billy pojke.
Alright, can you do that in English? 'Cause I ain't got no idea what you just said.
No, I can't do that in English.
Ah.
I can just read in Swedish. Som ett barn var jag uppfostrad i en litet fiskar-community i... Inte? No?
No, I could not keep up with your words to where you are even in that sentence. I'm like, sheepish need me henne hewara.
Anyway,
Hey.
there's not many quotation marks in this one either, so we'll be doing 3 paragraphs each as usual.
Yep.
Should I start it off, or do you want to, Billy boy?
You know what? I don't really care. I guess I'm kind of technically the main narrator.
As
So
a kid, I was use this one. As a kid, I Thank you.
sorry,
Thank you.
I ain't got a Voldemort impersonation.
Oh, I love it. I've sat and watched Harry Potter yesterday. I was like, I've never seen this shit actually. Let's see what it is. And I just clicked on like the last movie by some reason, and I. That's a fucking stupid villain.
Yeah, no, if you jump in at the end and you have absolutely no build up and you just see, yeah, no, yeah, that is.
Oh, young boy, you come into my territory. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. I'm gonna get out. That's kind of
So, yeah, no.
How did we
You
go
know what?
into fucking Voldemort?
But to be fair, if you jump into the final movie of any fucking franchise that spent 6 episodes building up the villain, that villain might end up looking a little dweebish
Yeah,
to the newcomer, but absolutely terrifying to the people who've spent all this time waiting for him.
I guess.
So-
I was actually kind of intrigued by the actor for. I just need to say this before we start here. But I was kind of intrigued by the actor for Voldemort because
Long intro.
I am really.
It's an hour-long intro.
I love villains so much in movies, like monsters and villains. Like I am so attached to Loki in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so fucking
He's
hard.
an anti-hero.
And Pennywise, and like I'm attached to every. I'm not really. If we talk about Marvel, then of course I love the heroes. But like in the usual movies with monsters and shit, I usually hope that the villains win, because like otherwise it's just like, okay, let's see the main character. What is he gonna do? Go into this house, get some obstacles, then be on the brink of death, then win. Like that's usually exactly how a movie goes. Especially if you talk about like villains and shit. So like I was sitting back and wanting to do a villain story. I wanted to make up my own villain, like I am the one and only person who can that door. Like just make a fucking Robert Downey, Doctor Doom impression or something.
And I'm telling you, you and I need to. Like, that is one thing we can do. Is we write? I don't know about fucking searching out fake creepypasta like you posted in that text, but if we were, I would be happy to maybe try and write my own, or even you write your own, and then we read some real ones next to it, and then maybe pose to the audience which ones are real, which ones are fake.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, let's start off. My dog was lost for 3 days. What came back wasn't my dog. Take it off, Mr. Billy Boy.
Alrighty then. Let's get back to my usual slow southern drawl.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I might figure out how to control my voice. I was having a conversation, or not control that part of my voice. I was having a conversation, and for a Midwestern partial Southerner, I talk fast. Most of the people around me talk slow. So when my accent gets thicker, it's probably when I slow down. So I guess I might try talking a little slower this time, see how much my accent comes out, and if I get really Southern.
Okay.
As a kid, I was raised in a small fishing community on the eastern side of Canada, surrounded by and here I am, a Western Canadian, cowboy Canadian. I don't know if that's a thing. Well, no, I do know of one musician. Anyways, surrounded by the Gulf of St. Lawrence and the boreal forest. The entirety of the land was close to 4,000 foot square, with an even smaller number of residents sprawled over the main street. The main road running straight through our little town. And farming houses spread widely between areas of trees that were changed to domestic residential homes when agriculture, god damn, this is a fun one, agriculture stopped being profitable.
I'm gonna have a hard time, I see.
I think so. You might struggle with this one. Because all I'm trying to do is slow down my words a little bit, and I'm tripping.
Yeah! 1 hour! 1 hour intro!
I told you. I spent most of my life hunting in those woods. So you can imagine my joy when my parents got me a hunting dog. Oh, goddamn, that was thick.
What?
My accent got real thick whenever I said hunting dog. I don't know how familiar you are with American accents. If I'm like the only real American you talk to.
I've never ever realized you always talk about your southern accent or something, and I have never fucking realized anything at all.
Okay. So yeah, I can get thick from time to time, but it also comes to how familiar you are with accents, because it can get very hoity-toity. But yeah, all of my really, like, the lower, like, all these tones and shit, the drawl and shit, that's very southern. That's kind of my area. And yeah, no, I'm talking slower and it's coming out. So yeah, that's where it comes from. I figured out how to do the voice on purpose.
We got one paragraph. Anyway. Yay!
Sandy was a Shetland sheep.
Sandy?
And while they were Sandy. You know, Sandy from Greece. Sandy, why? Oh, why? She left me, and we're wandering again.
Hey, you can sing, bro.
That wasn't on purpose, and that's why that sounded good.
We should make a we should make a music channel.
What have I told you? I can't do it on purpose. But hey,
take on me, take me on.
I just proved it. I can't do it on purpose, but we caught it on camera. That's cool. I told you, we got all the rare shit.
Come on, take it over.
I can't do it. I can't. I'm good. I'm just glad that we got one. I can't do that shit on purpose.
What to say? I'll say it anyway.
Where were we?
I got carried away with the song. Say it after me. We got 1 hour to be free.
We are really fucking this one up, aren't we?
It's okay. We're probably gonna make
Uh,
more parts of this one. The
yeah,
beginning,
no,
the, the
this is
begin.
definitely gonna get us. This is
the,
gonna be a splitter.
the beginning is always like this, but this is over the top.
Yeah, no, this. I think I'm gonna blame the heat. I'm a little slap happy today. You're a little slap happy today. Well, you're always slap happy, so I'm having trouble balancing this out today. Sandy was a Sandy was a Shetland sheepdog, and while they were more fit to be herding and tracking sheep over grassy plains rather than rabbits and deer through dense forest, it didn't stop me from taking him with me on every excursion I possibly could. Sandy had been by my side for enough hunting trips that he'd grown accustomed to waking up just before breaking daylight. Interesting way of phrasing that. And on a few occasions, helped track down small game like squirrels and rabbits through considerably large areas of forest. Sandy wasn't my property and wasn't treated like he belonged to me. Sandy was a member
Who
of
the
the
fuck is
family, as
Sandy?
most dogs. He's his hunting dog.
Oh.
Have you not been paying attention?
I missed where he started talking about someone named Sandy. I was like, what the?
Sandy's a hunting dog.
That was why I got so fucking confused when it said Sandy wasn't my property, was treated like he belonged to me. I was like, what?
Sandy was a member of the family, as most dog people's animals are, and my little gremlin is also a member of the family.
Of course.
Even if she is a little bit biatch sometimes. My best companion and my truest friend. I think fondly back on all the times he'd sit in the front seat of the truck without being told, ready to go for a walk in whatever part of the forest I took him to. I can honestly say, there will never be a dog that will fill the void Sandy left in my life. I find that dog lovers relate to that sentiment more than others. I mean, don't underestimate the crazy cat lady down the street.
I've owned a bunch of dogs, and I hate this story because of it. And you're probably gonna hear me shout and be angry at the writer because they broke my heart with this story. Just saying.
Well,
That's the only spoiler
I can
I'm
see
gonna
why
give
you're
you.
dragging your. I can see why you're dragging your feet through this one.
Dragging my feet?
You're working us slow through this story. You're dragging out.
No. I love this story. Do you know that the
Ambient.
the climax in this story is one of the best ones I've read in a long fucking while. Anyways,
Climax. Love it.
it was October 30th, the first day of deer hunting season. I have been talking with my family about taking Sandy, my hunting gear, and some essentials to one of the cabins my grandfather owned in his heyday of an unmarked road a few hundred miles into the wilderness for a few days. This was met with a lot of protesting. Yeah, my English is not the best today, but nothing could stop me from getting in sometime. But nothing could stop me from getting in sometime looking for wild game in the area that wasn't already picked clean from illegal hunters earlier on the month. Okay.
Yeah, no, that. You almost need my cadence to say that properly.
Everything was packed into an old blue Ford, Sandy included, and a few hours of driving later, we were setting up. Oh my gosh, we were setting up a camp in one of my grandfather's secluded old cabins.
Well, Mr. Proper English, you got the lessons to speak in multiple languages. You know how to say it all properly. Hoity. That's why I said you got the hoity-toityness. I got that southern drawl.
Here's where
Like no, like so, keep going. Yeah, here we go. I'm distracted. I'm gonna get a soda to shut myself up because now I'm distracting us.
Okay. Here's where things got fucked up. Sandy, I'm so sorry. I had spent most of the time of my life being in the wilderness. There were only a handful of times that things had gotten weird for me. But usually everything can be explained with a scientific reason. That's why I brushed off Sandy's weirdness on the first few nights, chalking it up to the nervousness of a dog that's capable of hearing the far-off noises of various coyotes, wolves, bears, and moose. Ah, moose. The only dangerous animal in Sweden. Except bear and wolf.
Except, oh, moose. The first thing I think of when I think dangerous animal in Sweden. Oh yeah, we also have bears and wolves, but you gotta watch out for those moose. Those moose are fucking nuts, man.
More people die in Sweden from mooses than they do from wolves and bears, so... This was untouched territory. Of course, there had been plenty of time for wildlife to set up camp here too. Okay, so... we have talked about so many other stuff in the beginning of this recording, so let's get into some story narrative here. What is happening this far? And now
You got a hunter,
everything
got
fucked
himself a
up for me. So, I can see again. What?
You got a hunter who got himself a hunting dog, and he's going hunting. And everyone told him not to go into this section of woods, and he's going into that section of woods. So I chose right to try and thicken my particular accent today.
I was gonna say,
because this is a very southerner thing to do.
Are you gonna do an obsession again, as in the movie, like, don't go into the fucking woods?
No, I'm just gonna say that
You're gonna do one of those? Have you not read those old creepypastas?
No, I just said that I chose right in doing the and leaning into the southern of my voice.
I just thought it would be so fun if you just went into that old theorized fucking... You sounded so nerdy in the obsession movie reaction. It was like, oh, I've seen so many stuff in old fairy tale books back in the days. I have gone through them all, and I know this is not a good idea. That's how you sounded for a
Don't get
big
me
part
wrong. This is not going to be too dissimilar, but I've also heard of many hunting stories where the dude went into the wrong section. This is also one of those stories where I'm like, I also know the guy who does that shit, and it's just like, yeah, no, that's believable. I know a guy who does that shit. So, unfortunately, I can't pick that one apart too hard because I know people like this. So it's just like, yep, nope. That's Bubba down the street. He does that shit. That's why he's got that limp, because he got his ankle shot blown off for stepping on the wrong farmer's land.
By the way, you got two very fun paragraphs here.
Oh, do I? Alrighty then. Well, let me get it lined up and wet my whistle, because these new little treats that I got are good, and sweet, but they are dry.
Oh,
I said, this heat
I
got me
also
flat.
want some fucking soda. I might go grab some.
This heat's got me slap happy. I'm sorry for not being in my usual character.
Or what we call soda in Sweden, läsk. Läskeblask.
Eskidusk.
Läskeblask.
Eskiblusk.
Yeah, it is translated to scary mix.
Okay, it's not that poisonous, motherfucker.
Läsk. Läskig.
Leskig.
Läskig. That's scary.
Scary.
Läskig.
Leskig. Lusk. Okay then, I'm learning Swedish.
Now you can do the rest of the story in Swedish.
Right, Lesky Blusk, Lesky Blusk, Lesky Blusk, Lesky Blusk, Lesky Blusk, Lesky Blusk. Right, if I just use the only Swedish that I know. Well, I guess your name is kind of Swedish, so Resky Blusk, Rezbir, Resky Blusk, Rasmus, Resky Blusk.
Hell yeah. Yo, by
Anyways,
the way, do you know what Rasmus means in like the meaning behind the name?
Of course I don't. I'm American.
I went through old Greek meanings of the names. It means worthy of love or something like that.
Alrighty then. Anyways, I guess I wet my whistle, and now we're getting slap happy again. Let's get back to business. I had spent I had spent most of my time of my life in
Wrong.
being in the wilderness. Do I need to go down one more?
Yep.
God damn, that's a longin'.
Mm-hmm. I told you.
And there's a little baby one at the end of that. All right, I actually had to resize the window. And I still ain't got it lined up right. God damn, this is a monster.
This is a fun start of a story.
Oh yeah, here we go. God damn. The first night was fairly normal. I had set up Sandy's bed in the corner of the living room next to the TV that looked like it came from out of the early 90s. I figured I'd give Sandy the option to have someplace to lay down for a while, despite the fact that he slept curled up with me 9 times out of 10. Close to 10 at night, Sandy looked straight at the wooden door and whined. Well, pardon me, goddamn.
I imagine the dog sounds like at the door.
Okay, I'll be interested to hear that on the recording because that did not come through on my speaker. Where did I let off? I figured he needed to piss and opened the door and let him out. Not worried about having my best friend straight too far from me. Instead, he just sat inside the door, looking out the forest edge beyond the path. I too stood and looked for a few minutes before deciding he just heard an errant critter close to the cabin. The rest of the night was fairly normal, and Sandy slept fine with me fine.
Okay, yet again we need to get into a little story here. But yeah, the reason why we're not talking about the story that much is because nothing really happened yet.
That and we got the hour-long intro, so we're trying to balance out and actually get some of the story read.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, this far, a hunter with his dog out to a old cabin in the woods.
Yep.
Oh, for
doing some hunting. A second.
The fun. Wait, I just need to say, Bill also told me in the beginning of this recording that, hey, let's take a short one today. It's very fucking hot outside, and it's very fucking hot, and like, it's just hard. And now we're coming with this fucking shit and an hour-long fucking intro.
I mean, to be fair, my AC is kicking on. It is balancing it out, but it is still hot, and I'm still trying to get through this. But this one, I'm also having.
Here in Sweden, it's starting to become cold outside.
I'm looking forward to those days. The leaves are falling off the trees. The wind is blowing, so it should be cooling off soon.
Yep, we're already there.
It should be cooling off soon.
We're already there.
Oh, I look forward to it.
I think we
so
have,
fucking hot.
what is it, 20 degrees the hottest outside during the summer here.
Okay, I guess you're talking Celsius. I don't do Celsius.
Oh, what do you do?
I do Fahrenheit.
I don't know Fahrenheit.
Well, it's in the triple digits in Fahrenheit. I don't care what fucking metric you use. If it's in the triple digits, it's fucking hot. It's hot. It's hot. Second. Anyways.
Oof.
Oh, we're both just belching today, aren't we? Sorry, ladies. We're taken. Not really.
I'm sorry, we don't take people loving us very. Oh my! Oh my gosh!
Did he just have a brain fart?
Did you just fucking hear that voice crack?
Your voice is always cracking in like half your intros, so.
Nah, but that was weird. That sounded like this. I was like.
We are slap happy today.
We have come so far here, so we almost have 1 hour recorded already. So, read out your 2 remaining paragraphs, and then we cut to part 2.
I guess so. The second night, I chalked up the weirdness to Sandy's stress. Earlier than that day, we had been walking in a few miles through the woods beyond the house, and I thought I heard the sound of twigs cracking under something heavy. I hoped it wasn't a moose, because my shotgun wouldn't have stood a chance.
Mm.
Something changed.
Wait. What kind of shitty ass shotgun wouldn't kill a moose?
I don't know. I have no experience with moose. I don't. I've
They
heard
are
they're
easily
big.
killed.
I just know they're big.
You could take a fucking gun and shoot it to the head and it's dead. Take a fucking shotgun! You fucking kidding me?
Okay, maybe it's his granddaddy shotgun that that misfires.
all kind of shotgun you put down and like, hurry up!
You jerk off.
Or you take like a very thin pole and like press it down with the.
Hey, sodomize.
I don't know what it's called. You pour in the pulver and like, oh shit! Big fucking moose is rushing at me. Let's put it in. Let's take this shit. Let's take it in a little bit.
Get on it.
Let's take it up and. Okay, let's see. Okay, didn't work. Let's redo.
You're really getting distracted. You're the one who wanted to get through this and hurry up and get to the next video.
I mean, we have to. We have to make it entertaining, Bill.
But something changed in Sandy that I didn't pay close attention to at the time. He hunched himself on his hind legs, his front pressed close to the ground, his mouth pulled over, over his teeth, and he growled towards nothingness. I figured we'd try hunting again later, if whatever it was had left, and should he be feeling up to it. But once we were inside, he didn't want to move. Even when I tried to get him to go outside and do his business, he sat at the door and cried.
I think that's so.
Let me know that
I think that's such a fun phrasing for dogs when people use them, that they cry. It's like, I don't want to, Papa. I just think that sounds so weird. Here in Sweden we say gnia, like it's a animal kind of crying. So like that sounds so much better than like saying the human phrasing of crying.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. We use the same word for crying as stretching out your tongue at someone. So like saying, "Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh shit! He's sleeping." Which of them? What do you mean? I really had that conversation with people that come from other countries that have learned like the word fucking lipa. And like, oh, yesterday my brother leaped. Okay, which of them? And they're like, what? What do you mean?
Okay, you lost the American on that one. Where'd I go? Where'd I leave off? Yeah, he sat at the door and he cried. Railed at me to know he didn't want to go out there. I didn't pressure him. If he pissed on the floor, so be it. Sandy never acted up before. I could excuse an accident or two. Maybe he really didn't want to be out there. It must have been a bear, I thought, before locking the door and calling it.
Oh no! Bear from Obsession is here.
The third night is where things went to hell, and I still don't fully understand what happened.
Hey, you missed a word. No sleep.
No sleep.
Anyways,
I don't think that's.
that is all we got for episode 1. I'm gonna go up and grab a soda now when he took a soda, and now he's gone.
I'm just in the shadows. I'm still here.
He's in the shadows of the Voldemort. Anyways, we will start recording on the next part very soon. I'm just gonna do the outro here for you all quick, and I'll see you Wednesday or Saturday, depending on when this episode is uploaded. Anyways, if you like this video, please do the very clear thing, like this video and press the subscribe button to make it gray, and then please press the notification bell to get the videos published out to you so you don't miss when they come. And if you have something that you agree with us on, don't agree with us on, or have something that you just want to discuss with us about, what should they do?
Comment.
Exactly.
Send something to that email.
Send a question so we could use your question in a future Q&A in the beginning of a video. To Rezbir Creepypasta gmail.com, and we'll see you soon with episode 2 of My Dog Was Lost for 3 days. What came back wasn't my dog. This is your host Rasmus aka Rezbir and Bill / ThatNinjaThere signing you off for another episode. Good night.